Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Elton John, Never Too Late. And this is a new documentary coming to you on Disney Plus from directors R.J. Cutler and David Furnish. And this particular film, which is directed by some of the creators behind the new Martha documentary and that Billie Eilish, The World's a Little Blurry over on Apple TV+. So there's some good talent behind this documentary, and this film really focuses on Elton John now. And reflecting upon his career, it focuses on some never-before-seen concert footage over the course of 50 years, as well as a handwritten journals and present-day footage, combining everything, including time with him and his family, for us to really understand where he is in his life and why he wants to take this step in terms of retirement. And this film is a lean hour, 42 minutes, and packs quite a bit in there. This is a well-shot film. It's a well-edited film. It's not the most dynamic or different kind of music documentary. It's probably not going to dig as deep as you might hope for in terms of like this retrospective documentary, and that might hold it back a little bit. Sure, Elton John does open up about some of his particular struggles, and they definitely talk about his drug addiction, and he shares some of his feelings about that. But what really stands out here is that footage of these performances that you might not have seen before. And it mixes well with some of his footage now at his big last Dodger Stadium performance. You see behind the scenes with him and his family, or, working with Dua Lipa, which, love that section, preparing for performance. Or you have him telling these stories like how he and John Lennon did this performance together, or different kinds of things like that. It's a bit scattered. It's not completely wholly focused. It's not telling a cohesive narrative. It's more bouncing around to some specific significant aspects of his career and his life that stood out in this moment, in this place in his life. And sure, it does have that looseness, but each of these different aspects that he dives into are engaging, and Elton John is engaging. And it's a thorough and interesting exploration of his experiences, and there's some serious honesty here, which is what I appreciate about Elton John, and this journalistic diary kind of perspective adds some layers to how the story is being told and what kinds of experiences we're getting. This is, if you're an Elton John fan, this is a must-see. Not everything's going to feel the freshest or the newest to hear, but he does focus on some specific relationships with his former lover manager, with Bernie Taupin, his lyricist, and how those relationships have evolved in his life. And they have some great performances of his music, which is always great because he has a killer discography of amazing music and catalog. But at the end of the day, this is not the newest, the freshest, or the most surprising of documentaries, but it is some really interesting perspectives with some great footage and a more intimate look at Elton John through his own perspective, and him being honest about it in many ways that adds some depth and layers, even if some of the things you don't get to get too deep into throughout this experience. But those are my thoughts on Elton John, Never Too Late. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.